Hi lovely people, welcome back to my channel. So today I will show you combination of exercises just to get back on your feet when you are half weight bearing and with the crutches and you start to do full weight bearing. I recommend you to do the exercises in this video and the previous video as well together because it's a full leg workout for you. And if you would like to see more and would like to do more exercises, please join to the group on Facebook, which called External Fixator and Precice Nail. I will put the links below as well. So let's get started today. So this is going to be very basics, but even if you are full weight bearing now, I would suggest to do this because without a good foundation, it's hard to build anything on it. So this is a very easy exercise, and I remember I used to do it in front of the kitchen counter in the previous videos as well. I'm showing you all videos. So and then I just laid on the counter, and that's how I did, because this leg, the right one, was actually more stable than the other one, and on the left one I was not allowed weight bearing for like half year after all the surgeries and stuff. So for a period, and I had the pins inside as well, that's why I couldn't. So and then when they removed it, I had to walk on it, and that was very stiff, painful, because of the pins as well. They put it, they were holding it in one position, and the other thing as well, because I fractured my tibia at the very end, so where the articulation is, and that's why I still have got pain, and now I understand why. So but this exercise actually helped me. I remember when I started first, I was like kind of like I was dropping tears because it was that painful. But even though I took painkillers, it didn't really help that much. So it was a very hard time for me. But I was doing it because I wanted to walk on both legs, and I wanted to rehabilitate both, and I wanted to recover as soon as I could. So I'll show you this, and it's very easy. Let's say that one is the dodgy leg, or that one is the operated leg, yes, and this is the right one. So I was hopping on this all the time, and then they told me I need to put weight on this one as well. So that's what we are gonna do today. So your whole weight is on this. Maybe you've got maybe 5%, but it's just because you kind of like holding, to don't fall. So when you have this, and then you are supporting yourself in the counter, then it's very easy. You shift your weight. I remember I was doing it for me. It took I don't know, a couple of minutes. So it was not just that easy like now. It was I had to do very slow, and then I just went to the other side, and then I had to hold this for 10 more minutes. So that's what I did. But later on, it's in the dance routine as well. Later on, I used to add arms as well. So it's kind of like when there is one movement and you put another movement, combine it with another movement, it's the pain is actually less because you are not focusing on only one. So for example, I was holding my arms like this, or on the counter with one, and the other one I was lifting the other one, or just to the side, just away from the counter. So that's how I didn't have to focus on the pain too much, and then I went back to the counter, and then I just slide. Yes, it's important for you to keep a good posture as well, and tuck your pelvis under as much as you can, if you can. If you cannot, it's still good to do this, it's fine. So try to do this, even though if you are completely good and you can run, I would suggest you to do these exercises all the time, because it's really good, and it's focusing on the movement. So and then contracting as many muscles as you can and move like this. Because for example, for me it's easy, I'm shifting the weight, I'm very happy. But when I think that I really think and focus and connect with my body, and I say I need to contract all the muscles I want to, this is actually, I still feel it, that I'm grounding to the earth, and then I still feel the muscles, and the area where I still have got pain, and it's after 6 years. So, and it's well, I still do this all the time, and contracting, and without contracting, and with contracting as well. So I really suggest you to do this on a daily basis, and it's also good for you because when you've got a good foundation, you've got less limbs, how they say, yes. So you will not limp that much like the first time when you started to do full weight bearing. So this is very good. I trained myself like completely. So I was doing it for weeks, for months to do this, and this is very well. It's not easy. It was not easy for me, but this is very good for. Why I trained it? I trained it because you don't really think about when you get injured and when you got the frames on. You don't really think about like, oh yes, like someone is, I don't know, like a bicycle comes on the way, or someone is shouting, and then you walk on the street and then you get a little bit like not scared, but like you're just reacting to the sound, and then it's like, ah, yes. And this was the problem. When I stepped to the back, I completely lost balance, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall right now. I didn't fall, but I wanted to avoid these situations, and also to the back as well, when it's just on only one leg and the other one is not that strong to rely on. It's a good thing to train that as well. So it's the basic combination of movements is like this. So you go to the front, so crossing, and you go to the side, and then you go to the back. That's why I should need a chair, because my balance is not good. So, and from the back and to the side and to the front. If you cannot cross your leg, who's got the external fixator on the lower limb, maybe you could be, but it still would be challenging. So if you cannot do it, then you can just go in the front, like how you do. So what we want to do is just change the position of your legs, and to learn how to balance in different positions as well. So let's do 10 of them from one side and from the other side as well. So front, side, and back, and the more slower you do, it's easier. So well, I will need a chair to show you properly. So front, side, and back, and side and front. So it was actually 2 at least, and that is the third one. Yes. And the fourth. This exercise actually you can do when you are not full weight bearing as well. It's just, it's like, all the exercises, anything you do is all good for your recovery. Because when you get injured, that your muscle strength is losing itself a little bit as well. So yeah, even if you just, you just do arm exercise, or you just do neck exercises, or just a little bit of leg, anything counts. The physio and moving is the most important to recover earlier than you expected. Okay, so, and to do this exercise is, it's good for your other leg as well. It's getting stronger, but also because when you do this, you will have this movement in your muscle memory, in your brain as well. And if you have any difficulties to, for example, to extend your leg because someone bumped into you or something, you will do automatically like this. Although we've got this, since childhood, it's like a reflex. But when you have the frames, you get I've got very scared to do any other kind of movements, and I had to train my brain and my body again to don't be scared to do all these movements, because it's helping me. So okay, let's do the front, side, and the back. I'm not counting, but I think we are doing at least 10. So yeah. Yes, and yeah, so let me know which exercise was easier for you, and which, if you modified any of them, I would like to know as well. Yeah, it would be nice. Yes, because all injuries are completely different. So because I injured myself like this, probably no one else in the world injured themselves like me. And it's the same for all of you. So and then you need to actually find all the ways how to recover better, and well, you need to find the new habits in terms of how you move, because probably you need to change or modify a little bit your movements when you are walking and stuff, if you had like a major injury. Okay, so, and then I will show you the last exercise. So this exercise will be based on the positions of the previous ones. So you actually, yes, you actually step on, so step on the other leg. So what we did so far in this position, we were putting the weight on only one leg and we were moving the other one. In this way, that's why I showed you the first exercise as well, when we were just shifting the weight, to get used to this one, because all the movements and how you walk, what you do is alternating one side and the other side and shifting the weight at the same time. So so this movement is, you've got the weight on this leg, and then you step in front if you can, or if you can only stand in front is fine as well, but if you can do cross, it's better. So it's like cross, and then you shift the weight to this leg. So you can see the other leg is already just on my toes a little bit, or like a ball of my feet. Yeah, so, and it's like this, and you can bend, you need to bend both of your knees and ankles if you can. So that's how you get more balance. If you lock your knee or you lock your ankle, then you actually, your leg is not allowed to kind of move, and well, and you won't have a good balance as well when you're moving. So it needs to be more you can actually move and bend your joints, is you've got like your balance is more stronger, I would say. So the first one is you step on it, and if you are like half weight bearing or just trying full weight bearing, you can stay here for longer, and like for 5-10 minutes if you want to, or you can just try it how to shift the weight. Yeah, you need to connect with your body as well, and you need to like learn how your body is working, and actually it's gonna give you a huge favor to recover quicker. And then you go on the side. If you want, you can shift here as well your weights, and then you go to the back. Well, it's still challenging for me. So you go to the back and then you shift the weight. You need to be very careful with this. If your Achilles tendon, so the back of your shin bone, that muscle and the tendon is too tight because you were, for example, sitting a lot, or you were wearing a lot of high heels before and stuff, so it's not stretched enough, then it would be a bit difficult. But well, but this exercise is actually stretching that as well. And let's do this on the other side as well. For the other side, for me, it's much easier, I think. So it's front and side. Let's shift the weight as well and shift it back, and then to the back. Oh. See, I'm losing balance already. Oh. Okay, so let's try again. It's not easier. So front and side and shift back and to the back. Yeah, depends how much further you're going. Yes, and then to the side and shift the weight and shift it back and to the front. Yes, and let's go back on the side, shift the weight, shift it back and to the back. Oh God. So thank you very much for joining me today. Please don't forget to do the previous videos, exercises as well together. So if you would like to follow me on social media, you can. I'm on Insta as well and on Facebook. You can join to the group. All the links I will just put the box below. So thank you very much for being with me today, and see you next week. Bye now.